All right, we do want to welcome you guys to our corporate update call. We got to get our main man Mike on here. Give me 1 second, guys. The button here was clicking and not necessarily cooperating. Like I'm clicking the button, Mike, clicking the button, it's not doing anything. We're gonna try this one more time. Mike, you should be good to go now.
Okay. This will stop other screen sharing. Do you want to continue? Yes.
Yes. There we are. All right, there we go. So a couple technical difficulties there, but anyway, welcome to our corporate update call. We are excited that you are here live, for those that are here live, and we're excited for those that are here on the replay. We are streaming to our Travorium Facebook page tonight. We didn't do that the past couple of weeks because I was out of the country. Anyway, good to be back. We actually got back literally an hour ago. Quite the journey. We started off in Los Angeles. We flew to Frankfurt, Germany. From Frankfurt, Germany, we flew to Venice, Italy. From Venice, we went to Barcelona. From Barcelona, we went to Athens, Greece. From Athens, we went to Switzerland. From Switzerland, we went to New Jersey. Then we went to Houston, then San Antonio, Texas, the big event this past weekend. Then from San Antonio to Denver, Denver to LA. So here we are back home with all of our air miles complete for the last 15, 16 days. Obviously, incredible journey. Places we'd never been, Mike. I mean, Venice is out of this world. In fact, sometimes going there, because we actually there was no world tour in Venice. We booked it on the travel site, but we got it like for 57% off. I mean, we got a crazy great rate. We were right down there in the heart of everything. You walk out the door, all the restaurants, all the shopping was right there. Of course, the little water thing pulled us right up, the little water taxi pulls us right up to the hotel. And of course, with the world tour, by the way, the water taxi's included. So you can go to Venice, Italy, and if you've never been there, you have to put it on your list. It is absolutely amazing, amazing, amazing. And you can go there for like a few $100 after trading your platinum points. But here's what I learned, Mike, from being there with our world tour, the water taxi's included. Well, obviously, when I booked it normal, I had to pay for the water taxi. The water taxi alone, which is just awesome. You get off the plane, and from the plane, you can either grab your bags, you can either go out one door and get in a cab, or go out the other door and you get on a boat. And then, of course, the boat takes you straight up to your place. I mean, so it's cool. I mean, the boat literally pulls up to the airport. You get off the boat and get on the plane. But when you have to pay for the water taxi yourself, the water taxi alone is $186 each way. Now, this is a private water taxi. They have the group water taxis where you can do it more cost effective and you can get on with a bunch of people and it's still cool. You're on the water, but we did a private water taxi. And so the water taxi alone is $186 each direction. Well, if you do the math on that, it's almost $400 just from water taxi.
Yeah.
With our world tour, the water taxi is included. The breakfast is included.
So the private water taxi is included?
Yeah, you're going to spend less money after you trade in your platinum points to go on the world tour than I spent on water taxi alone. That's the point I was getting to, right? So again, absolutely incredible, the world tour that we have there, and to see all of that. And of course, Barcelona, we were there for $260 after trading in our platinum points. Then we went to Athens, Greece. And when we were in Athens, we were at the world tour property. I mean, obviously just incredible because you have the balcony. You have two doors that go to the balcony. You can clearly see the ocean to the left. You can see all of Athens, Greece, surrounded by all of the mountains. And then you have the Acropolis right there. When you sit on your balcony, and it's just right there. They light it up at night. So it doesn't matter if you have a daytime view, nighttime view. It is 2,500 years old. Absolutely amazing. So, I mean, you'll hear me talk about those, throughout the week on our normal presentations, from, coming from those particular properties that we'd never been to. But again, there's just nothing in the entire world out there like what we have. I mean, there's not one company. You can't say, that's not true. This company, no, there's nobody doing in travel what we're doing. There's nobody doing what we're doing in recognition. There's nobody doing what we're doing in compensation. And so tonight, you're going to hear from a lot of the people that were at the San Antonio event. It was out of this world, incredible. But as we do every single week, we want to begin with our master of ceremonies, the godfather of our company, the guy who's been here since the day it was born, Mr. Mike Oliver, a gentleman who had a lot to do with our C1 founder, his initial start into this industry way back when. Mike is just an incredible resource at the company, just one of the greatest guys you're ever going to meet. And every week, he covers the most important thing we do, which is recognize all of you who've taken the correct action steps. You've gone out there, you've rank advanced, you're pushing your business forward, and you're demonstrating for others, hey, if I did it, you can do it too. which is obviously just so important. So Mike, without any further ado, I turn it over to you.
Well, thank you, Todd. I appreciate you so much. And I'm anxious to see and hear some of the testimonies from the event in San Antonio and Barcelona tonight. So anyway, thank you again. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. If you are new to Travorium, first of all, congratulations for making that decision to join our family. We are glad you did. And here at Travorium, we have different ranks, of course, that you can advance in. The first rank is what's called a director. And we had 19 new directors this month, or excuse me, this week, just this last week. And these are people that went out and found 3 people to join them in business, or go ahead and become customers of our travel products, either our titanium or a platinum travel product. And so 19 people went out and found 3, and we want to congratulate them. And at this level right here, income-wise, you're making the same amount of income now that your monthly expense, your business expense cost you. So you're kind of a wash at this point, and you're ready to start making some money. And that was intentional of our CEO and founder, Mr. David Hart, when he began and he founded Travorium. That was one of his main objectives, was for people to win quickly at the quickest ranks, or as soon as possible. Basically, he wanted people to win and make money. Okay, and so congratulations to our 19 new directors. From here, we go on to 1-star director. At this level here, you're making between $400 to $700 a month, depending on taking advantage. If you take advantage of the promotions that are available here at this level, and all you do is you have 600 business volume in each of 2 legs to obtain the 1-star director level. I'd like to go ahead and congratulate Sophie Matier, Peter Ilin, Ronnie and Taquanda Williams, Tatiana Grechka, Julio C. Akonda, and Edward Nikitsky. Congratulations to our new 1-star directors. Onward and upward, the next level here at Travorium is what's called a 2-star director. At this level here, you start out making about $1,500, and you can work up to $2,000 to $2,500. We're also going to send you this beautiful 2-star director ring that you see up in the top right-hand corner. This was designed by our office staff and Mr. Hart. And it's just a beautiful ring, and it becomes a great recruiting tool. It's a championship ring. Just this last Friday, Todd, if you're listening, I shipped out 6 2-star director rings. And when they see me coming at the post office, they go, "Oh, here comes Mike." They know me by my first name now at the post office. And they know how many are going to France, how many are going here, how many are going there, so it's really exciting. So anyway, I shipped out a ring to Joseph Marino and Lucy Burkout. So congratulations to the 2 of you, our new 2-star directors. So way to go. And that was it for this week here. And so I'm going to go ahead and turn it back to the guy that's out there making it happen, our leader, Mr. Todd Strand. Todd, I want to thank you for all that you do here at Travorium, and just appreciate your leadership. And I'm glad that you and Miss Gina got to get away for a while. And she's a beautiful, beautiful lady, and you are a blessed man to have her, my friend.
Amen, amen. No arguments here. So thank you so much, Mike, and congratulations to all the people that rank advanced. And Mike, I was talking to a guy today. He's on the team, Adam. Great guy out of the Northeast. He's up there in Maine, and we were talking about the comp plan. And of course, he's been bragging about the fact that you can make up to $400 a month as a 1-star. Well, as he's rank advanced, he started picking up some of the the commissions, because we don't really talk about the leadership money. We don't talk about the coded money. And we got people that come in making as much as $10,000 plus per month just in that category, and that's just off platinums and titaniums. That doesn't even include the 999s. And so you start to get some of those bonuses. Like, oh, wait a minute, I just assumed that he was just blown away that it's that plus that. And again, this is a guy who's actually made a full-time living in the direct selling industry, just completely blown away by our competition program, because I've just never seen anything like this. I go, because there's never been anything like it before in the history of the industry. I mean, that's not hype, guys. We were out to dinner with Daryl Maria Roberts last night and had an incredible time there in San Antonio. We were celebrating some of their rank advancements, and I'll talk about that later. But I mean, we just sat there, just quite frankly, talking about there's never been anything like Travorium before in the history of the world. And so you guys are all literally pioneering something that is a breath of fresh air, that's doing incredible things in travel, recognition, these 2-star rings. No one's done that before. There's
Sure.
not one company that's ever said, hey, when you have a team of 50 people, 25 left, 25 right. I mean, not only are you in the comma club, which no company's ever done before, you now get this championship ring to go with it. I mean, that kind of recognition, that kind of genius to recognize, let's give some people an actual tool, something that they can show, something that they can feel. And of course, the design of that ring is incredible. The weight of it, you can feel it. In fact, I put mine on right now, but I literally walked to the door an hour ago. My watch, my ring is all in my backpack right here because we just got off the plane and got to the house here. But again, absolutely incredible. So, Mike, thank you so much. But what I want to do real quick to get out of the way and turn this over to our CEO and founder. Obviously, we were with him in Barcelona, Spain. That was an incredible amount of fun because we had 2 rooms going. We had a room that speaks Spanish and a room that obviously speaks French. And of course, we had a wall that divides the 2 rooms. At times, they were competing to see who could be the loudest. At one point, they were actually pounding on the wall to outcompete the other room. It was pretty incredible. Then he was obviously the keynote speaker for the event for Pastor Deborah Taylor, Pastor Melkeys. They just did an absolutely amazing job. The banquet was incredible. You're going to hear from a lot of those people tonight. But without any further ado, Mr. David Hart, obviously I've been bragging about the company, what we're doing, just stuff that no company's ever done before. That's obviously a credit to you, a credit to Adela, your vision and everything it took to get this thing going and the lives that you're changing. So on behalf of the entire company, especially on behalf of me and Gina, from the bottom of our hearts, thank you, thank you, thank you. And we turn it over to you.
All right. Well, you're more than welcome. And it's obviously a team effort whenever you build a business like this. And there's a lot of instrumental people that have been involved in the growth of the company, all the leadership, all the corporate staff, all the people that, I could name a list of people that have been here for 5 years and that have paid the price as we have developed into the company that we're in today. And one of the things that I got out of the event this weekend, and Adele and I feel this way, even when we were in Barcelona and we were bouncing back and forth at the convention center at 2 different meetings, one in French speaking and one in Spanish speaking. And it's the attitude of the mindset is that, guys, we're just getting started as a company. I feel like this is just the beginning. I'm so excited about where we're headed. I'm excited about the people that we're going to impact. I'm excited about our services, our product, hitting the marketplace in a powerful way and changing the way people think and do travel. And then on top of that, the ability to go out and create a residual based income with our company. Our daily residual pay is powerful. And it was set up that way to have stability in your check as you get up and you're building a team. Small teams get you to a 6-figure income. Typically, you're building a team that could be 5 times bigger. You'd have to build a team to get to a 6-figure income. You can do it with our team, and you're going to do it through a service and a product that everybody wants, that everybody understands. It's the business of dreams. People love doing it. Our marketplace will never go away simply because of the way travel is done around the world. And we have a unique approach to it with net pricing. Our membership allows people to bank points and use those points and travel for pennies on the dollars. If you go out and get 3 customers, hey, guess what? You on that day, you get your 3rd customer on the same type of service you have. Not only you become commission qualified, but you're earning enough for daily pay over the next 30 days. It's going to put you in profitability mode. You're going to earn enough money to cover the cost of your membership. So everything is in place here. The leadership, I'm so excited about all the different leaders in our company and what they bring to the table. And Saturday, I heard that for Adele and I, we showed up on Saturday when the training was done. We were ready. We committed to come in for the event at the night event. I snuck down and said hi to a few folks outside the meeting place at the very, very end. And I heard over and over again what a phenomenal job that the leaders did, teaching, training, and educating people on how to build a business, how to have the correct mindset, what it takes to be successful in our business. So for those people that came to that event, for those people that watched it online, hey, that was an investment in yourself, an investment in your time. Anytime you can get around like-minded people that have had success in a business that you want to have success in, what you realize that all you have to do is emulate what they're doing. And you know what? You have to come see them, touch them, feel them, and do it in person, because it makes it real. And so for those of you that came out, made that investment, hey, I'm excited for you guys. I'm excited to see what happens in the next 6 to 9 months. Deborah Taylor, you rock. You did a phenomenal job with the event. Kendra Keys, I know you were a huge part. You put a huge effort out there. Mel Keys, all you guys did a phenomenal job providing leadership and showing the way for your team to follow. So I'm excited that Adele and I got to come out and be a part of that event. And tonight's a little bit different. And actually, it's going to be a powerful night. There's time for you guys to still text and put people on the call. I got a few more minor things that I want to share with you. But right now is the time I want to tell you, hey, get people on the call. Why do you want to do that? Because you're going to hear testimonies of different people and what their experiences were for this last weekend. And it's important, this business is you could be very analytical in building this business. You can put everything in place. You can put together the prep, the way you want to do your presentation, your calendar, your schedule, you can, everything. But you know what? Sometimes in our business, in our industry, you have to build with your heart. You gotta get that love of the business inside of you. And I remember the first time that I got the love of the business inside of me, and it was what spurred me on in 1998. Believe it or not, it's a long time ago. I'm dating myself here. To go out and make a mental decision to build a company. And honestly, if I wouldn't have gone to that event, my life would be different today. I most likely wouldn't have stayed in the network marketing industry and gone on and built some big teams in network marketing, had those experiences that led me to found the company of Travorium. So I'm so forever grateful for going to that event. I mean, I met Daryl and Maria Roberts there. I met Todd Strand there. And 25 years later, they're top leaders in Travorium. So guys, next event that comes out, make sure that you get to that event, whatever it costs. It'll be an investment in yourself. It'll help push you to the next level. So with that being said, I am going to turn the call over to Todd. Am I going back to you? And you're going to introduce some people?
Yeah,
Okay.
Come back to me.
Very
And obviously, David's just going to say it was great, obviously, being with you in Barcelona and all the fun we had there and with all the leaders, because there was several different dinners, several different nights, several different events, because we had all the ambassadors and the leadership stuff that we did. Then obviously this past Saturday, 2 days ago, with Ambassador Deborah Taylor. And I just want to echo that you're 100% correct. I mean, it's always amazing that when people go to an event, how they talk about how it affects them. It changes them. It's like you can't always get it through a Zoom, but when you're there and you meet all the people and you hear this and you see the people, it gets inside of you and you go home completely different. I'll never forget Jade Benoist. She sent me a message when I was in Athens, and she's like, I'm not the same person. I'm a totally different person that went to that event. And so you always try to tell people, man, you have to come to an event and experience it. When you do, you realize why you got to bring people back. And if you just subscribe to that, or maybe just trust us and do it, it's going to blow your business up and grow it. So anyway, congrats again. Great seeing you, David. And thank you for being on tonight.
One of the things I'll say, it's been a crazy, what have we been at this for the last 2.5 weeks? Like traveling all over the place. I got to get my sleep patterns back. I'm going in from different meetings all over different time zones, seeing people. Then I'm excited, my adrenaline's up because I'm excited about what's happening. And then somehow we're trying to figure out how to sleep in between. But you know what? Here's the deal. No one's ever died from a lack of sleep. They die from a lack of a dream. And when you have a dream, you push forward and you go make it happen. And that's what's required to be successful in anything you do. There has to be some type of sacrifice. So, you know what? This is a great time to be involved in our company and to go after and make your dreams come true. So with
Amen.
that, I'll jump off the line here.
All right. I love that. We're in the business of dreams. No one ever died from a lack of sleep. They died from a lack of dreams. I hope you guys all wrote that down because it is so true. The first person I want to go to was obviously the person who put that event together. That is Pastor Mel Keys, Pastor Deborah Taylor, Coach D. You could see yesterday how tired she was, obviously, after all of the planning, all of the prep, putting the whole thing together. Absolutely amazing. All of the people, all the phone calls, all day, all night. And we not only did the Saturday all day training, and then of course the Saturday night banquet, which is incredible. Then that led into all the conversations afterwards. Everyone goes to bed at wee hours in the morning. Then we got up and went to the church service with Pastor Mel. Apostle Daniel Wilson was there. He delivered the message. If you didn't get to see it, I think it was recorded. Perhaps Pastor Mel can get that out. It was absolutely amazing. And then we were there all day with those people. And I remember at the end of it, Deborah, I was ready to fall asleep right there in the chair. I know you were too. You just keep pushing. But it was incredible, Deborah. I salute you in every way. You had ice sculptures there, flowers for all of the women, all of the awards, all of the speakers, all of the meals. The meals were incredible. I mean, all the details that you had. And of course, I saw your video of your governor. We'll start calling you the governor. You had the governor suite.
I'm actually still in it.
So you're still in that? Oh, that was incredible. So congratulations to you. And before we go to some of the guests that were there and some of the guests that spoke, I know General, we're going to be on here in a couple of seconds. They were literally landing. They took the semi-private jet again. They were in the JSX semi-private jet from LAX to Las Vegas. So they're literally landing as we speak right now, and they'll be on here. But before we go to them, I wanted to go back to you for your thoughts after just an epic, incredible event.
All right. Well, Pastor Mel probably will be able to come on the end. Him and Kendra, they're on their way to get me for us to go to a debriefing dinner. I would guess that would be, and just hang out a little bit before I catch my flight tomorrow evening. But I just want to say, as you can hear, I don't have much voice, but I just want to, first of all, just thank David Hart, Adela Hart, you, Gina, Daryl, Maria, Ambassador Cynthia Sly, every speaker, every leader that came and made the sacrifice to be there. This was a vision of me and my husband's. At one point, Travorium was not doing world tour quarterly events like the Barcelona event. And so me and my husband and my leader at that time decided we would do a leadership event. And that leadership event grew from, and David and Adela Hart came to that very first event. It was much different, much smaller. It was one day and they flew in for that. And then the second year we had another one, and Cynthia Sly flew in for that. At that time, I don't even know if she was a one-star director. I think she had just joined the company. And the reason we wanted to do it was because we felt like you got to build relationship. Events build relationships. And is there something about being on the computer that doesn't help? I mean, it doesn't create that synergy or that camaraderie. But we also, I honestly believe that being able to pull people together brings an energy and brings the energy together that will help you to actually rank up. A lot of times people leave those events, they rank up very fastly. They're enthused, they're motivated. But it was a phenomenal event. I don't even want to brag on myself, so I'm gonna brag on Kendra Keys. Kendra Keys, she did an amazing job in fulfilling my vision and the vision that she had. We can truly say, people ask us, how did we get it done with the amount of registration that we charged? By the grace of God and some and a little help from Travorium. We got it done, and but we wanted to make sure that people didn't have to leave, run for lunch, run for this, run for that, to just sit back, relax, network, and enjoy each other. I want to thank the Russian team. I want to thank the Cynthia Sly's team for being there. It was just great to have that synergy across all of our platforms. It was like we were just one big happy family, and we all spoke English, and it was just awesome. we had a ball. We bowled. I didn't bowl because I'm not going to bring my fingernails, right? And the theme was money green, right? It was St. Patrick's weekend. And I know that it will be forever life-changing for all the people who have came. And I am just humbled by the experience. I really am. I'm humbled by what we got done and how much favor, I will say, if in our culture we say favor, how much favor. And the church service was the cream. I mean, it was the icing on the cake to see people rededicate their life for us that are Christians. And we have a faith leaders call on Monday for our team, and we say we embrace all faiths, whether you're Muslim, Buddha, whatever, but unapologetically Christian, and to be able to see people rededicate their life, and to see a young woman who was a pastor's kid give her life back to Christ right after that event. That was it was just absolutely amazing. I think one of the things that touched a lot of people was to see you, Todd, Daryl, Maria, Gina, David, and Adela Hart be so down to earth. My family, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna get off, but my family, the goal this year was to create a historical event and to really solidify this company as a better life company. The theme of this company is a better life requires a better way. And we wanted to solidify that. And it is a generational legacy wealth company. My husband and David Hart had many, many conversations. I remember when the twins were little boys, and now they're teenagers, tall as me. But when I came in this company, they were little boys, and they spent a lot of time talking about creating generational legacy wealth. And Josh and I have become close, Justin, and talking and sharing about what they want for their children. And Justin had got engaged, and we went through all of that. But Saturday night was historical in that my children, who my son, who especially was not a believer in this company, became a solidified believer because he thought that this thing was not real. But he was so impressed by David Hart, Adela Hart, yourselves, all of the leaders. He was like, this the real deal, Ma. He just kept saying, this the real deal. They all right. They all right. That was worth $1 million for me. That was worth $1 million for me. And what made him really realize that and bring his daughter and come was his daughter, was a 6-year-old daughter. And to honor his father and to be honored, to honor Gracie and Ava, they loved it. You know, they loved the attention, and to know that their lives are secure by what happened this weekend. And what has continuing to happen in their grandfather's book of business. So I just want to again thank everybody. Anthony Williams, you took some amazing pictures. Our professional pictures haven't come out yet, but he took pictures of everything. And so the timelines are flooded. Ooh, is it, boy, I can't keep up with them. I just can't keep up with them. I just don't even know what to say. I'm just speechless, Todd. But it was just great. And people say, well, what are you going to do next year? You're going to have to top that. My goal is that we would do events, maybe not what we do, maybe once a year, do what we did last night, but because we used to do that in Vegas, something similar to that. So my goal would be to see us have smaller, like the events that we had in Barcelona, Spain, the quarterly, and then have one major event for the whole company in multiple languages. David's probably cringing like, oh, but that is what I see, you know, and if I could be on a committee to do that, I would love to do that, to have one huge Travorium event with Arabic going on, Spanish going on, English going on, French going on, and by this time we may have to do some other language, you know. But to be able to have that in 20
doing that. We're gonna do that, Deborah. That's in play, and you'll be part of that for sure.
Oh,
hey, Miss
awesome,
Adela.
awesome. Yes, that is it. I want to put it back on corporate, and then we'll do some small retreats for our team, but just to support Travorium. Travorium is my, I mean, it's a part of my life. It's definitely my part of my family's life, and you guys solidified that with your presence on Saturday. So they ready.
Well, yeah, Coach D, a couple of quick thoughts. I want to go to Miss Adelis as we have her here. And one is that it was so great seeing your granddaughters all dressed up and they kept grabbing the mic. I mean, they are 100% naturals, right? And one of my favorite moments is when your son took the award for Guy, and he put it up there on the podium, and he says, you know, I want to put this here to honor my father, and said, you know, my father, and then just spoke like you know, Guy would speak. You know, my father believed in this, and my father would say this. It was just, to me, it was a really cool moment. It felt like Guy was, you know, with us there, and, you know, seeing, you know, his son and talk about him. It was really, really just touching. And of course, obviously the church service, I mean, the whole thing was amazing, but another touching moment, obviously, was the church service was just something really, really, really special. And I know this is something that gets overlooked. That like you go to the event, you do all the training, all the recognition, but then we've had some of those church services before, and we've had people every time they go to that. If you're a believer, if you're not, that's okay. But if you're a believer, if you come to church with the group, you walk away like, wow, I mean, when I thought I couldn't get any better. I mean, people were just blown away with the church service yesterday. So whole thing was incredible, Deborah. All the credit to you and Miss Adela. We got to obviously have a lot of fun with you being there. The award you got from Deborah Taylor here. So Miss Adela, some of your thoughts.
Wow. I just want to say hi to Miss Deborah and everyone else, right? But what can I say? I was speechless that night. I mean, everything, it was beautiful. All the women looking gorgeous. I thought like, wow, this is heaven. I love it. I enjoy it so much. I mean, I've been in a lot of events, like you guys can tell, but was like first class. I just love it. Not criticizing anybody else, right? But I really enjoyed. I feel like Deborah not only put all the work, obviously Deborah and Miss Kendra, but they put all the S for the love, the heart, everything on it that they can do to make this possible. And you can see how Deborah was like exhausted, but happy and excited. She would not give up. And that's why she is where she's at now, because she just keep going, keep going, keep going. I remember the day we met her and Guy Taylor, and it was a very special night. I don't believe we were talking about business. I remember talking about the similarities that we're going through back then, Guy and I. And I remember saying something to him, and he's like, wow, we were walking, and he said, you just teach me something new. And I say, I teach you something new? He said, yes, you did. And I say, oh, well, you made me feel really good. But it was just talking to someone else. For those that don't know, Guy Taylor and I, we were going through dialysis treatment at the same time. And so we have a lot in common to chat about it and encourage each other. And so I shared something special that someone shared with me while going through dialysis. So I want you to feel what I feel, that we just keep looking at the window in the front and we don't look back. And he was very impressed about that. And that made me feel so special because, but for everyone, they don't know, I'm just always next to David, and I'm David's wife, right, our CEO, but I don't participate much. And that really, really made me feel special.
Except for you were on a call today with Camilo, but you don't participate much. She participates more than she wants to say.
That's different. That's my language. I feel very comfortable talking in my first language, right? But I want you to know, Deborah, that we appreciate you, we love you, and you let me feel speechless that night when you give me an award. It's the first time that I got an award. I want to say, and the words that you say to me, I feel sure you call me the virtual woman for Proverbs 31, 25, 10 to 31st. Oh my gosh. It's just like, I want to make sure that everyone understand that Deborah is a special human being. She just come and embrace you and how you make you feel part of her family, make you feel part of her team. She doesn't care where you're coming from. She just give you some love. And you can tell, you witnessed it this Saturday in the event. It was an amazing, and we all can feel the love, Debra, and that's what we all call you mama. Thank you so much for what you did.
Hey, Todd, I mean, a lot of people probably made some emotional decisions over the weekend. So I know you've got some testimonies with that. I've been in the background cooking our famous heart chili tonight for the family. So
Oh, that sounds amazing.
I bring up the bacon, I can fry it up in the pan.
I tell you what, while you're all on the screen, I actually want to bring on Miss Cynthia Sly real quick. Cynthia obviously is one of the speakers there at the event. Anytime she speaks, it's always incredible, always powerful. She spoke yesterday at the event we did at Pastor Mel's church as well. She spoke on a subject that's so important that it's easier to build fast than slow. And that's just so true. In fact, today I had a call with the guys like, man, I put a few people in. It's crazy that just little things, how it builds momentum. And I mean, people taking that topic she talked about and already putting that into practice. But Miss Cynthia, you are incredible. We got obviously Dave and Adela here. We got Coach D here, and some of your thoughts.
All I can say is wow, 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 wow. And I knew I wasn't going to be disappointed because, this has been, my second conference that I attended that Coach D, put together. And so I kept telling my people, you got to be there. You got to be there. You will not be disappointed. And, nobody was disappointed. I mean, it totally exceeded everyone's expectations. She is just, the best. Every little detail in her team, I tell you, it is incredible. And, one of the things that really, really stuck out to me that I, talked to my team about today is, man, we just had such a phenomenal time with the training on Saturday, but, it really wasn't a lot of how to. I've been to a lot of trainings and so forth, and it wasn't a lot of how to, because guess what? You don't have to teach people how to travel. It's just so amazing because I've been involved in other companies and, product companies, and, you can go through a whole day with all the, ingredients that a product, is made out of. And, you just feel like you got a headache by the time you leave. But you guys, we have something so special here because, we were talking about mindset a lot, because that's so important. You have time for the things that really matter. We were talking about, work on yourself and making you a better, version of yourself. We talked about, take a vacation and be the product of, the product that you're promoting. And I'm just like, my goodness. And after all of that, guess what? They sent us to church. And so, Todd, it just doesn't get any better than this. You guys, if you're not pinching yourself and saying, wow, I actually get to do this, and they're going to pay me daily pay to do it. I mean, it is totally, totally incredible. And so kudos to our CEOs. That was just such a great, 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 message that you gave to the Travorium family, letting us know that we are in good hands, and that, your number one priority is to bring value to the marketplace, and, and then, keeping people at the forefront of everything. It just doesn't get any better than this. And so I know we're just getting started. The best is yet to come. I cannot wait, you guys. And just thank you so much, Coach D, again, for all your hard work and your team. And it was just fantastic. Back to you, Todd.
I appreciate that, Cynthia. And by the way, it was so awesome, obviously, seeing you again. You get to actually meet Jeremy and Sarah in person. I had breakfast with a huge part of your team Sunday morning before church. In fact, we were almost a little bit late for church because we were so busy talking and taking pictures and going a mile a minute. But the whole thing was just incredible to be there and meet the people. It's totally different than just hearing from a quick speech on a Zoom, right? So again, never miss an event that you're qualified to attend. That's a quote from Ambassador Deborah Taylor. She says that all the time, and it's just 100% true. I believe we have Daryl Maria. I believe their semi-private jet just landed in Las Vegas, Nevada. So Daryl Maria, are you guys on the ground?
Yes, we are here. We literally just walked in probably 5 minutes ago. We've been listening the whole time, but I got to give a big one, Todd. Unbelievable.
Ditto. I mean, Todd, this was an unbelievable weekend. It really was. We've been to many events over our past 30 plus years of being in this industry, and nothing touches the event that we had. And it was just truly top shelf, out of this world. I really just knew that people got what they needed to get at the training. Like Ambassador Sly said, it was just absolutely just mind blowing as to what people were able to do and what they could achieve with this company. And it's really powerful to know that we have such great leaders.
Wow.
Such great leaders that really know how to relay the message of who we are, what we do, and how we can benefit people, because this is truly an awesome company. And the event was just like we mentioned, just nothing that we've ever seen over our past years.
Yeah, people, Todd, were inspired. People were encouraged.
They were.
People were blown away this weekend. Not the typical conference you go to, people are jacked sideways and then they go home and sit down and watch TV. I believe people literally left there with a game plan in mind and orchestrating their game plan right now. And literally this next 90 days to 6 months to 9 months, there's going to be some incredible rank ups. For those of you that didn't go, I don't know what I can say is that you missed it. I don't care what we say, what superlatives we use. If you were not there, you are not going to the level that the people that were there. You have to show up. David's talked about, earlier when he met Todd and myself at that event, that changed his life. I've talked about myself. The first time I went to my big event, it was in Dallas, Texas. It changed my life, changed the trajectory to where we are literally today. Todd says the same thing. Cynthia says the same thing. Deborah Taylor says the same thing. Some of you just got to open up your ears and just step out by faith and follow up on this. I wish you would have been there. Your life would be totally different than today. And Todd, having that dinner with you last night, you and Gina, man, unbelievable. If you guys could have been a fly on the wall and talking about the game plans and things Todd and I were talking about, and how lucky we are to be in this type of situation. And you wonder, why do we put as much work and effort into it? Why do we do the videos? Why do we do the presentations? Why do we take the hundreds of calls every single week? Because we want to explode this to a whole nother level. We're at the genesis, and guys, this is just getting started. You can catch up and get all of us, be it the same with all of us if you're willing to go to work. But Todd, there's nothing better, nothing close to what we have as a company. Product, compensation, leadership, ownership. It is, I've never seen this 35 years.
And team members too, as well. This is lastly, the relationships that you build, and I know I heard somebody say this as well too, but the relationships that you build at these events are just so priceless. Just meeting people from different parts of the country, it's just that part just really we absolutely love, being able to hug someone and one person off the top of our minds that we know that we're thinking about the same lady, Verena.
Unbelievable.
We give a shout out to you
Guys. It was lots of people.
There was lots of people that touched us.
This lady was energetic.
And there was another lady too that I can think of off the top of my head, Oksana. I absolutely adore you, and just and I mean, just the smiles, the love, the hugs.
Igor,
Tanya Evans, you are just one special lady, and I'm sorry we didn't get to take pictures, but we're always thinking about you, as well as lots of other people. Sasha Roberts,
Deborah Taylor,
yeah,
unbelievable. Hey, that lady again, I mean, she'll tell you this. Some people want to just like get upset. Some people want to hug and kiss her. But that lady is a leader and she wants to win. And she's got a game plan to get it done. And she's proving it over and over and over again. Get in line, plug in, or go pass her up. It's up to you. But bottom line, 35 years, that woman is amazing.
Took it to the next level, Todd. They took it our club to the next level.
You know, one of the things that was fun that we did there that we didn't even mention that she had the 360 camera. So if you guys never have seen a 360 camera, this is Maria and me and Gina and Daryl. So they had this 360 camera. We did it with Nick and Oksana. I mean, a lot of fun, but just a nice little incredible touch. I mean, guys, it's relationships, it's fun, it's the hugs, it's the moment, it's the business getting inside of you. And Daryl, I just want to echo again, for everyone that just heard what Daryl and Maria were sharing, if you could have been at the dinner last night, we had the exact same conversation privately amongst ourselves last night. There's not something Daryl's just saying, and I want to get people excited. I mean, literally, guys, we have something that's just never been done. It's so special. You know, you're hearing, I've been in the industry 28 years. Daryl's, you know, obviously longer than me, 35, but I mean, you know, we're telling you, there's just never been anything quite like the situation we have this moment. And the top incumbents have not even joined the company. We're just getting started. We didn't even invent the secret sauce. World tours did not even exist until 3 months before the pandemic happened. We launched the world tours and we doubled in size in the middle of a pandemic. And we're just now getting out there where more leaders every day are like, hey, these guys are doing something. They're making some noise. And that starts to build this momentum, and it eventually hits a tipping point. And you're going to have a lot of you saying, oh my gosh, I'm so glad I did. There's going to be some of you, what was I thinking? Why didn't I? But you got to go to grow. And that was the message in church yesterday. And that should be true for the events. You have to go to grow. You have to plug into the event. Hey, you might have missed this one. There's going to be future ones coming up. Just never miss an event you're qualified to go to. Any other thoughts? I know we got our buddy Anthony Williams on here tonight.
Yeah, let's take it to Anthony. I'm glad he came in from Memphis, Tennessee. He met you guys, took the pictures, was blown away. I believe the next 90 days for him is going to be pretty awesome. Anthony, how you doing, buddy?
Guys, I am blessed and highly favored. Thank you so very much. Coach D and Pastor Mel and Kendra, you guys, unbelievable. That is the ultimate word. It was absolutely unbelievable. And it was truly a pleasure to meet David, Adela, and Todd, to be able to see you. And like you said in the beginning, being there is a whole different experience. So being able to be here, those of you watching right now, this is okay. But there's absolutely nothing like actually being in the environment, because once you are around these powerful people and meeting people from all over the world, and Oksana, Igor, all you guys, it was absolutely incredible meeting each and every person. Ambassador Cynthia Slide. We could just go on and on and on. It's way too many, but I just have to say this. It has been life-changing for me, a life-changing experience. I've been in this industry for over 35 years as well. I've been with many companies, and I've been to a lot of these different type of events, but never, ever in my life have I ever seen anything that was as powerful as what we just experienced this weekend. So the message here, that hopefully if you're watching this for the first time and you're new in the industry, or even if you're an older person in the industry, don't miss the next one, because I can assure you that this is a company that is on the rise. After 35 years in the industry, I've been to a lot of companies that had great success, but this is where I'm dropping my anchor right here with Travorium. And these people here are unbelievable people. You have to get involved as quickly as possible and start running at a breathless pace. So Daryl and Maria, thank you for waiting on me for 6 years. And with that, your patience and perseverance means everything to me. And I'm looking forward to rising to the top with you as we help a lot of people achieve their goals and dreams. Thank you very much for letting me share.
Anthony, by the way, your testimony is just absolutely incredible, because I know you are an experienced guy in the industry and hoped you would talk about that. And at the same time, I love what you just said. Thank you for having the patience and waiting on me for 6 years, guys. Too many of you, well, I talked to 6 people. I mean, 6 years in the making for Anthony was ready. The timing was right to get started in the company. I mean, this guy is an absolute beast. He's a future ambassador. What if, well, I talked to Anthony, doesn't want to do it. Sometimes, guys, it's timing. Plant a flag. Don't look to the left. Don't look to the right. Be in it to win it. And just know long-term, as you continue to go to the events, you continue to go on the vacations, you continue to grow your business. Lots of people today that say, no, not for me. 1 year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, it's like, hey, I've been watching you travel, I've been watching you do this. Let me look at that thing one more time. Hey, come over and show that to me. I mean, you're going to have people do it. I just thought that was so important, Anthony, what you just shared. I wanted to bring that up. But when you say out here, Anthony, I want to bring in Reverend Judy Cunningham. She spoke at the event. Anytime Reverend Judy speaks, you got to have your pen and paper ready to go. Reverend Judy, it was amazing seeing
powerful.
you. Yeah.
Todd, she was powerful.
Hello, everybody. I'm
Hello,
so
Pat.
excited, y'all. I'm still glowing. I just feel it. You know, we laughed together. We cried together. It was so anointed. And if you weren't there, you should have been there. I'm telling you, it was the best time for me. I made sure that we did whatever we had to do to get some of the team members there. And wow, they still running. They were calling me even after we got back. It took us 18 hours, y'all. They were calling me. They already talked to people. They were having Zooms. I was like, you just don't know how that just ignited them. And I was so excited. Even the ones that couldn't make it, that had to change plans, they streamed it. Oh, y'all, we got to do this again. We family. We family. People were saying, now I got a person I can touch. I see your face all the time. Now I can touch you. We really had a ball.
Yeah, it was incredible. I want to bring on Oksana and Nick as well. I think that Oksana, you were obviously a huge hit at the event. I mean, you just got this unbelievable persona about yourself. You got this huge smile. And of course, you were at the church event, and just watching you at the church event was pretty incredible. Glad you guys made it home safely. By the way, we're officially Igor's advice. So we're going to start referring to this as the Slavic team, not necessarily the Russian team, because keep in mind that, you know, Russia invaded Ukraine and most of them are from Ukraine and other places. They don't want to be known as that team. So we're referring to them as the Slavic team. All right. So you guys were there representing a lot of the incredible group that's growing so fast. But Oksana, some of your thoughts. You got to see Reverend Judy Cunningham speak and meet Anthony and Maria and Daryl.
You know, after coming home from this conference, I'm so proud in a good way to be part of the Travorium family. You know, to be at the conference, to actually see leaders and were able to talk to them, ask them questions, see them in person was so amazing. You know, in my career, I have been, I used to work for one of the big 4 accounting firms in the world, and I used to travel to all conferences, but this one was so amazing. I was so impressed. At times I even cried because it so touched my heart. I was like, oh, it's so good. I'm so glad I made it. When I first heard Todd talking about this conference on one of the Saturday trainings, I had a feeling in my heart, we need to go. And then I told my husband, you know what, we have to do everything possible to make it, because we're just starting our career in Travorium. We've never been in a network marketing before. For us, it's a new something. And I'm so glad we made it to this conference. We met our Russian counterparts. Yeah. We knew them on some Zooms, but it was so good to meet Igor in person, other Russian guys, and Totya Luba, you know, the older lady in person. It was so amazing. And, you know, when I came home, I'm already feeling that I want to go to another conference like that. I can't wait. I'm looking forward for the next conference that will be, and I will make everything possible that takes from me and Nick to come to that conference. And on a plane, instead of like falling asleep, we took out our notes and we're looking through them and talking about our plans. Okay, what are we gonna do next? What are our plans? Todd said this, Daryl and Maria taught us other things. Cynthia's slides said that, and we talked to so many people. We have learned so many things. I had a notebook aside from the ones that we got at the conference, and I kept on writing notes and everything that I've learned so I won't forget. So for me, it was a life-changing event. I'm so glad I'm I'm honored actually to be part of this company, to know you guys, Todd, Gina, Daryl, Maria, Coach D. Thank you so much. I'm not sure how you did that for $175 that we paid for the registration, but it was an amazing event. The bowling alley was so great. We got to meet a lot of people before the event. So it was so amazing to actually socialize with them even before the actual Saturday training. And the ball, the Emerald Ball, was so awesome. We were blessed, touched by Sunday service. It was amazing, amazing. And I'm going to repeat Daryl's words, unbelievable.
Unbelievable. For sure. I agree to that. It just was amazing. Every speaker has something. So I just, when you hear the information, you pick up I called it a golden nuggets, the golden nuggets, something that is profoundly speaks to you specifically. And, like Apostle H.D. Wilson, he's like, you have to go to grow, go and make disciples, make, leaders, like Jesus, build a, team of 12 leaders, and they went afterwards, it was their team of leaders, it's like, wow, that's the, fundamental of, team building, I like, Daryl and Maria Roberts, you guys, you just did this. You have to be successful in business, change your thinking from negative to positive and just follow the plan. It was just awesome. I like this. We said, speak positive things to existence and they happen. And I'm like, yeah, this is like, I'm picking up those, golden nuggets from each speaker. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. This is incredible networking event when we meet other people and, just really big thank you to everybody. Deborah, Pastor Mel, Daryl, Maria, Todd, Cynthia Sly, and of course, David and Adela Hart. Thank you all, guys. It was an awesome event and we just absolutely loved it.
And it was amazing to hear David Hart speak about the vision of this company, because when you are in the event and you hear what's the vision, you're so excited, you're getting excited about this, and you're like, yeah, I'm gonna help building this company. And I like this vision. I am in,
We're both in.
Yes.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, thank you for everything you guys did. It's so amazing. We are pumped. We are ready to go. And David and Adela, thank you guys. Special thank you to you for creating this company, for raising such good leaders like Daryl and Maria, Todd and Gina, Coach D, Cynthia Sly, and others that I didn't even say, but they are amazing leaders that helped us to learn a lot this weekend. We are beyond grateful.
Yeah, we are aiming for the ambassador, by the end of the year, by the way. So
unbelievable. By the way, we had fun with you guys too. So we also got to do the 360 with them, got to do kind of a group thing. So the guys it's a lot of learning. It's a lot of fun. You can tell you see Nick smiling right there. People just having a good time, and it's a lot of bonding, and you're creating memories you never forget. Go ahead, Daryl.
Well, Todd, again, one of the things that I like is that you kind of hear with everybody talking. You hear people get excited after conferences, but did you hear the energy that just came from those two? That's permeating. I told you, people left this event putting plans together, ready to go. And here's the other point I really want to make is that there's so many different leaders and different groups. I don't know how many different groups we talked to and we exchanged phone numbers. We've already, Igor already has asked for the slides for the presentations, and we're already got some 3-ways lined up. And I've never seen, most times you have leaders at this level, there's some friction in the room. Guys, there's no friction in the room. I don't want to say it was a love fest, and these people are competitive. There's no question about it. But hanging out with Cynthia Sly and her team and answering questions and other groups and the Slavic team you're talking about, Todd, I've never seen this before, where it's basically one team, people moving forward. Yes, people are competitive. They want to win. They want to reach higher heights, but I didn't feel the anxiety that you normally in a room where you walk the other way when a leader's coming. we've got something special here, and it even starts from that.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy, I think we have Pastor Mel and Kendra. Coach D just texted me and says, bring two panelists. I'm trying to find her, so maybe you can help me, Maria.
I'll look. Yeah, I'll do it, Todd.
Yeah, I'm looking for
Again,
you, Coach.
A shout out to Pastor Mel. You are absolutely an amazing human being. And your wife, Kendra, she's quiet, but I know she's a silent assassin. The work she put into this event, both you guys got a chance to meet Kendra's sister, Keisha. Guys, remember that name.
Yeah,
Something huge is going to happen with Keisha, which is her Kendra's sister. And I'll just leave it at that. But you guys did an amazing job, and thank you for all you guys have done. Unbelievable.
Did we find them, Maria?
I found Lady Kendra, so I put
Okay.
her on, so maybe they'll both come on.
I see Keith has his hand raised. Keith, is that an accident, or you want to say hi, or you want to say something? I see your hand is up.
Yeah, well, I'm going to grab you, Keith, here. We'll see if it's... I just sent you a panelist request, Keith.
Yeah, that's what I
If
did.
it's an accident, you don't need to accept it. But just if you did have something you want to come on here with, and we're just trying
Lady
to get
Kendra, I promoted you to panelist too, so make sure you take a look at that. It's coming on your screen.
Okay, hold on. There's a Zoom user got to put their hand up. Maybe they might be showing up as a Zoom user too. Here we go. Lady Kendra, co-host. All right, we should have you, Pastor Mel and Lady Kendra.
They probably sleep. No, they can't sleep. It's too exciting for that, but
Yeah,
I know they had to be exhausted.
yeah, they were. I know they were picking up Deborah to take her to dinner tonight.
There's Kendra.
Some feedback.
A little feedback there.
That's fine.
Okay, we can hear you guys.
We can hear you.
You guys hear us?
Yes, we
I
can,
don't-
Pastor Mel.
We're on her phone, but it's not allowed. Okay, they could hear us.
Yep, can hear you, but not
It's
see
not
you.
allowing us to turn the camera, but nonetheless, we just want to quickly thank everybody for allowing us to.
We
the
lost you
opportunity
guys.
to serve. That's what this whole thing is about for us. I heard a number of people say that it's bigger than business, it's bigger than travel. This thing is about life, this thing is about legacy, and we're just honored to be a part. We definitely want to thank Coach Steve for trusting us to be one of her pinkies, you know, and shout out to Mr. and Mrs. Hart for allowing us the privilege, you know, to represent in this capacity. And all of you guys who were on the panel and the trainers, I'm still trying to slice it up. And then I want to thank you for investing the time to beat me up real good at church, after church.
That was love. That was
we'll talk more
love.
about that later, but I'm taking everything in stride and I'm ready to go. I love you all.
I was going to call you and just
I
see
know
if
it.
you were
I know
okay.
it. I love you guys.
We love you, Pastor Mel. And tell Kendra she's absolutely amazing. You guys are just so incredible. I mean, some of the best people I've ever met in my entire life.
Exactly.
Have fun at dinner tonight. And with that, guys, I know we're at the top of the hour. I just want to kind of sign off here by congratulating Daryl Maria again. They rank advanced. Their business is on fire. And I mean, their paychecks going. In fact, you know, they had a big increase in pay because they rank advanced, right? And they increased their pay, guys, just this week, like no big deal, by more money than most Americans make in an entire year working their butts off. And they could teach you how to do the exact same thing. If you just go to the trainings every Saturday, plug into the events, they pour into you every week. I mean, training, just do what we do and you'll get the exact same results. Might take some time. Some of you get there quicker, so a little bit longer, but you can get to this place where you can be like them, do what you want, when you want, with whom you want, anytime you want. You can bring home the semi-private jet from San Antonio, Texas, to Las Vegas, Nevada. And again, guys, they're living their life and they want to help you do the same thing. But congratulations, guys, on the rank advancement, the team on fire. I know there's a lot more rank advancements coming, but we're going to celebrate this one for the moment. I give you guys the
very
final
much,
word.
Todd.
Thank you. Thanks for your persistency and consistency.
Yeah, and guys, again, thanks to the group. We can't do this by ourselves. We are clear about that. We step out front only so that we can help and do what we need to do. But we know if it wasn't for the grace of God and because of the team, we would not be able to do any of this. So again, shout out back to David and Adela. You guys are unbelievable. And we're going to continue to do what we need to do and find people that are going to do it bigger, faster, and better. And I think some of those people have already joined, and you'll be hearing from them very shortly. But Todd, you're one of the best to ever do it. I'm not blowing smoke. You are truly unbelievable. And Marie and I love you and Gina, and the times we get to spend together without just being on the phone face to face like we did yesterday for about 3 or 4 hours. It's just priceless. I can't even put a price tag on that. Really awesome.
Love you guys. We love hanging out with you. Pastor Bell, you trying to come back on again? If you're not, that's
was
okay.
that Dave? Was that Dave? David? Mr. Hart?
No, it lit up around Lady Kendra, so it was her box that lit up. So I didn't know if they were trying to come back on again. Well, hey guys, with that
Tomorrow, Todd. Tomorrow
night,
we're gonna bring it.
Yeah, tomorrow night, Tuesday, same bat channel, same bat time. So it's 23 hours from now. All you have to do is invite somebody to see two of the very best to ever do it. Daryl, Maria, pour all this energy, all this excitement, everything into a presentation, and all you have to do is send somebody a link. What are you doing tomorrow night at 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time? Anything that might be worth $100 grand to you this year? Anything? No? Maybe you want to come and, with me and hang out for a little while, bring your popcorn, right? So tomorrow night, 6 o'clock California time, 9 o'clock East Coast time on this exact same Zoom link. Wednesday night, Thursday night, we have presentations. Saturday, we're going to have an incredible training. So guys, with that, appreciate everyone that made it to the conference, everyone that participated, everyone that invested, everyone that spoke. It was incredible. Coach D, thank you. And for everybody else, this is not the only one we're going to do. There's got to be a lot more. We just want to help you understand. You just never want to miss the next one. But throughout the week, you can plug in and soak up some of that energy, soak up some of that knowledge. Here's some more of those notes that Oksana was sharing, right? And Nick, they were sharing some notes. If they were to talk about their notes, I hope you guys are writing that stuff down, right? So guys, thank you so much. See you tomorrow night. Till then, God bless. Bye, everybody.